And it's actually 3 days of football that feels like it's kind of closed things up towards the top and the bottom even more than we saw previously. Those are the results. Let's take a look at what it's done then for the table, because it feels like particularly that chase for Europe has closed up a little bit. It's now 4 points separating 4 teams. You can see there West Ham on 40 points, Arsenal and Manchester United both a point behind them, another 3 points then down to Tottenham. It's been a difficult and disappointing couple of days for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Towards the bottom though, it's 4 points once again separating 4 teams. I suppose you would say it's been a brilliant few days for Newcastle United. Of all of the teams in your picture there, they're the only ones to have picked up a win in this midweek. 18 points on the board for them. They're a point ahead of Norwich, just out of the relegation zone. Well, that was about as easy as it comes for Liverpool, Michael.
Yeah, although they made everyone wait until the game was over. But, I mean, it was a pretty controlled performance. I thought for the first 15 minutes of the second half, it was quite quiet. Thought it was going to fizzle out a bit, but then they put the foot down. ᴏᴏᴇᴛ came on. Diaz was good, in control at the back. I thought Van Dijk had a stroll today. So yeah, I mean it was comfortable, just what they needed to stick on Man City's coattails.
And when you're battling on 4 fronts, that's the kind of performance and result that you need at this stage of the season, isn't it? Just tick it off, move on.
Yeah, it's a performance where you haven't had to really get out of first gear. Liverpool just cruised really, and when they needed to up the levels, get a goal, they got the goals at right times. And for a manager, for a squad, conserving energy at this time of the season when you're battling on so many fronts is what you want, and they got that today.
So many teams in this league, you see them go a goal up and you still don't really know if they're going to win the game. It doesn't feel like that with Liverpool, does it? Control is the word.
Half-time, look at Manchester United against Middlesbrough in the FA Cup and against Burnley. But this Liverpool side, you just know 1-0 up, they're going to go and win the game. Leicester were, offered very little going forward. It just goes to show how important Jamie Vardy is to him once again.
Absolutely. OK, we'll get all the reaction. We'll get plenty of analysis.
Andy, that's an important victory, game you had to win. Never quite comfortable until the last few minutes, was it?
Yeah, it was. To be honest, it was never comfortable. We've played better this season, of course we have, but we took our chances at the right time. I think we always felt kind of in control. Don't really remember Alisson having much saves to make, and we had a few chances. And obviously this man put 2 away. He's unstoppable just now, and when you've got people playing with that confidence, then we always believe that we can score goals.
Yes, goal scorer. That's what you are now, Diogo. That first one dropped nicely for you.
Yeah, I think I always try to get in those decisive spaces. I was lucky enough the ball to be there right time, put it in. Important always to score first. It gives us always a bit more confidence. And then, never easy, but we killed the game right in the end.
Yeah, you've got the knack of just being in the right place at the right time at the moment. So what is it now? 17 goals this season, 12 in the Premier League. It's pretty good.
Yeah, obviously it's my best so far. I want to keep heading, keep helping the team. That's the most important.
Yeah, when you joined, there was a lot of talk about how you would get into the side, break into that front three. The goals have answered that, haven't they?
Well, yeah, obviously established front three, but I think we always need to try to improve. We have more options now. I think it's good for the team. We have a lot of games. Everyone will be important at some point.
Yeah, and Thiago scored 2. You hit the post.
Yeah,
it looked nasty for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what had happened for the next couple of minutes, but I've maybe not got the goal scoring knack that this man does. But yeah, look, like I said, an important win for us, clean sheet, 2 goals, and we move on now.
And the beginning of an interesting partnership on the left side. Diaz is electric.
Yeah. My Spanish isn't great. I don't think his Scottish is quite up to scratch, but we made it work today. Obviously, my partnership with Sadio over the last 5 years has, it's been special playing with him, and he'll come back full of confidence, winning a major trophy for his country. And like Jota said, we've got options, and that's the most important thing. We've got options to bring off the bench. You've seen, a really strong bench today. Hendo just missed out. We've got Sadio still to come back. A couple of lads get left out, but that's what we've got competition all over the park, and it will keep pushing each other. We'll keep putting pressure on each other, and if that is and training and everything, then hopefully the results keep on coming.
Yeah, I think the boys were struck by the fact he's aggressive. He's got pace. He seemed an ideal sort of Liverpool fit.
Well, you know, his first training session, I seen him flying about, and I thought, yeah, he'll be okay here. But yeah, look, we just need to let him bed in. He's still got, you know, obviously the language to hopefully pick up and the way we play and everything. But I thought for his first start, I thought he was excellent today. I thought everyone was really important today. But you know, him flying into tackles and stuff, that's one way to get, you know, the crowd to love you straight away. And you know, I think they really took to him.
Keeps Manchester City honest. I'm going to be saying this for the next few weeks, aren't we?
Yeah, look, the same questions are, you know, kind of getting asked, and you know, the only way we can answer them is by getting results. We just need to keep on picking up 3 points. The gap's still, you know, too big. Man City are still in the driving seat, but we just need to keep putting pressure on them. Obviously, they won yesterday, and it was important that we tried to follow it up. So we've just got to look after ourselves. We're still fighting for 4. Going to be an exciting run in. Hopefully, we've got a lot of games, a lot of competitions coming up, and you know, as long as we keep playing with the confidence we're playing with, then you know, I believe that we can keep winning.
Congratulations! Thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, well played, those two tonight. 2 decent finishes from Diogo Jota, but it's his ability to be in the right place at the right time that's impressive. Is that just something that you naturally have? Are you taught that?
I think finishing in general you can improve with time. I think Mo Salah's probably been the most obvious example of that. I mean, a very average finisher early in his career, but now, you know, exceptionally good. Instinct is something I think you've just got. You know, you've got it or you haven't. Right time, right place, timing of runs and things like that. I think you're pretty much born.
Do you feel that with Diogo?
Yeah. He knows where the ball's going to drop. The second goal in particular, I mean, in fact, both goals were quite instinctive, actually. They didn't require, like, brilliant finishes, but the instinct to know where the ball was going to drop for the first goal, i.e. here, we see Virgil van Dijk's movement to start with. But he's all, you know, people think, oh, it's lucky, it drops by you, but it's not luck. How many times you see a ball go across the box and say, oh, I wish my centre forward was there.
Even the way he put the brakes on there.
Exactly, exactly. If he gets too close to the goalkeeper, then it comes at him too fast. So it's instinct. It's just something that happens.
So is he seeing that he thinks the goalkeeper's going to save that, and so he's hanging back
exactly
right on the 6-yard line?
Yeah, you're assessing it like. In milliseconds, you're assessing how quick's the ball's going, you know, where it could land. You realise you're not going to get a flick on it, so you turn and you're making decisions all the time. So yeah, he's got great instinct, and then it makes the finish easier if you're in the right position, coming onto it at the right time and things like that. And of course, talking of instinct and quality there, Van Dijk's movement was brilliant. And we were talking earlier, Rio, as well. We've seen that before, that near post run that Van Dijk makes. Of course, this one was saved, but he scored a similar goal earlier in the season.
Yeah, and I think it's like getting yourself free, and I think he's got himself into a rhythm now of actually finding and creating space. And I think here, I'll start it. He's in the middle of your screen there, and you see him there. He's actually almost playing like he's not interested at the beginning, and you see him here just chilling, and he wants to get into this space here, right across the Palace players. And again, his marker, who is here, number 16, Anderson, gets blocked again, watch. And you see that Fabinho plays his part, and then he's in. It's a fantastic header. But again, it's by no accident that these things are happening. You've got to block people, it works on a training ground. And I used to find them things so boring, but they're so effective when you get to these stages of the season.
Let's have a look at the second goal then. Back to Diogo and his instinctive finishing. What do you think of this one?
Exactly, instinct again. I mean, knowing where the goal is. He doesn't at any point look where the goal is, but he knows where he is on the pitch. He knows where the goalkeeper's likely to be. You know, and it's just let it run across your body and shoot. A lot of people would take the ball, take a touch, bring someone into play, but he doesn't. You see Fabinho, I think he is such a vital player in this team. He's you know, I bet you Jurgen Klopp, if he was playing in the Champions League final tomorrow and he was picking his bet and he was sticking players, Van Dijk could be up there, Salah would be up. I tell you what, Fabinho would be right up there in terms of top 5 players, importance to that team. But Jota, going back to it, great instinct. It's
interesting when you say he doesn't even look for he doesn't look once to see where the goal is.
You know where you are, you know where the goal is, you know how far out you are, you're always judging, thinking, understanding, and then you've got to think, where are the defenders? Where are they likely to be? Where could I get blocked? You know, do I take a touch and move it? He decided, actually, if I just let it run a little bit, it's unlikely anybody can get near. So it's last-minute decisions, and it's instinct.
I'll tell you what I like about him. I mean, in all them clips we've just seen there, is that he doesn't ever really play up against the defender. Because he's so slight, he's quite he's small, but he's obviously very, very quick and sharp. He's weakest in terms of his game is when he's up against someone physically, because they can dominate him. Here you see him. When does anybody ever get close to him? Look, he's played in the little gaps, in and around people, but doesn't allow defenders to get their hands on him where they can actually overpower him. And that is something that you again, Michael, do you learn that?
Yeah, you do. But look at the little 2-yard movement here. Oh, wait, he fit and he just runs towards the penalty spot. I mean, he's just feeling what's around him. Where's the greatest opportunity to, one, break free, but two, get the ball as well, to get it played in. And then once the ball is fed in, as I say, it's the...
Find out, because he's just emerged and he's with Des. Des, the floor's yours.
Thanks, Jake. Jurgen, you must be delighted with that 3 points. They kept you going right to the end, though, didn't they?
Yeah. So Leicester is a really good team, and the setup again was pretty much a little bit like they tried to play against us in the league, in the first league game as well, in their home game. We did much better than we did there, but it's still a lot of good footballers on the pitch, and I don't think they had too many finishes, but they had football moments where we had to defend really properly. But in the end, we had the bigger chances. We were a deserved winner. That's all what you want. We had to dig in deep. The boys did that again, and so it was for sure not the best game we ever played, but it was really good enough to be the deserved winner tonight.
And you have Diogo Jota up front, who's in the fine form and very sharp at the moment.
Yeah, I think the second goal is a brilliant goal, to be honest. It's I love it, to counter press. Harvey, first pass forward to Lewis, then put him under pressure again, the opponent, ball goes in the center, and then Joel with a little genius moment and puts him in the right place. But the first goal is really when you are in a goal-scoring moment, then you are there. And that's exactly what's happening for Diogo at the moment. So really happy for him, and it's really helpful for us.
When you bought him, he's obviously a fantastic forward, but did you think he'd be that fox in the box, the goal scorer that he's become recently?
We had a sense that could happen. Look, Diogo was not a bargain or whatever. It was not that we got him for free. So the first thing what was obvious about him is his potential, what was there. So and the work rate he puts in, that is most important. If you have that, then there's always space for improvement, because he's still a really young lad, and so that then you have to make the next steps. And in a team with us, like us, where we create much more chances than, with all respect, Wolves did. So yes, you need a bit of fantasy for that, a little imagination, but we really thought he will be an outstanding player, and he was already when he came here, but he improved, that's true.
And Diaz looks almost as another one who looks like he's going to go on. He looked like a Liverpool player immediately. That's what we thought.
That's a surprise for me as well. So but that's exactly how he looked now in the training sessions. So we thought, okay, why we shouldn't try it then? Just without like 5 million information, just let him play. And he watched us obviously, and we showed him a lot of situations. But it looks natural in a lot of moments. I have to say that's really quick. I have to say, but it was an outstanding game for the first start. It was really impressive, and he was involved in so many good football moments, and had his own finishes and all this kind of thing. So really good performance.
Job done, and you're keeping Manchester City in your sights as well.
I don't think they smell our breath already, but yeah, we try to win football games.
Thank you, Jurgen.
Welcome.